Alright guys, Ryan on UFC, trying to knock out a couple predictions in one day. This is going to be the UFC live Cruz versus Johnson. They're fighting for the belt at 135. Terrific. Starting off with some of the bottom card fights, Shane Roller versus TJ Grant. Been watching TJ Grant in the UFC for a while, win and lose. I'm going to take Roller in this fight for one reason. Roller's fights do not go to decision. Really hope he wins, pulls off the submission. Who knows what's really going to happen, but no one likes to see decisions. No one likes to argue with judges. So let's hope Roller takes that fight. Next, moving on. Looks like we got a bunch of guys from the Ultimate Fighter. Michael Johnson's going to fight Paul, some guy from England. But if you watch his fights, the guy is very aggressive, going for the submission. Michael Johnson's really relaxed. I'm going to call the upset on this one. I'm going to take Paul. Moving on, Yves Edwards versus some guy with an extremely long last name. I'm gonna have to go with Edwards on this one. He's got a lot of experience, and just all around better fighter. More Ultimate Fighter guys: Matt Wyman and Mac Danzig. I'm gonna go with Mac on this one. Matt Wyman, Matt the handsome Wyman. Just can't really stand this guy. I was a fan of his when he was first on The Ultimate Fighter, but I think he's way too arrogant inside and outside of the cage. Mac Danzig coming off that big KO. I think Mac definitely has more tools. He's just a higher skilled fighter altogether. Wyman's got a little bit more experience, but I think Mac will definitely win that fight. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Love watching this guy fight. He's not one of my favorite fighters, but I really do love watching his fights. I thought he was going to beat Koscheck, so I was really impressed when Koscheck pulled off that fight. This guy, I mean, he cuts weight from like 220, down to 170 when like beginning of his camp to the end, and he is just huge. Always goes for the knockout. A lot of the times he gets it. I want him to beat Charlie, whoever he's fighting. I don't even care. I will only watch that fight, and I will only pay attention to Rumble Johnson. Really hope he takes that. He's got my vote. Pat Barry. This guy I wasn't a big fan of when he came on the scene, but now I really like him. He's gotten quite a bit better lately. I got him taking out the skyscraper Stefan Struve. Can't believe they even brought Stefan into the UFC. I know he's won. I know he's knocked out. His fights, I think they're too hyped up. I don't think the guy really has a chance ever to hold the title or to even be a main event. Probably his most famous moment so far is getting knocked out by Big Country. So I'm going to take Pat Barry. Moving on to the belt, Dominique Cruz and Demetrius Johnson. I think Dominique Cruz will defend his belt. Just don't want this fight again to go to a decision. Same thing I said with the Shane Roller, TJ Grant. I just don't want to see 5 rounds of just Dominique, being better than someone. It's the same thing everyone says about George St. Pierre. We just don't want to see just stalemating someone or laying on top of them or winning a round but without much action. So Dominic Cruz, he will win this fight in my opinion. At the same time, please finish that fight. Guys, let me know what you think. I'll definitely be doing a couple more videos today and tomorrow.